Hey dreamers, and welcome back to Colin's Dreamlight Magic. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest questions in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Who's going to fill the last 16 realm doors in the Dream Castle? The Dream Castle has been one of the most magical parts of the game, letting us step into brand new worlds, meet iconic Disney characters, and bring them home to our valley. But with 16 doors left, the possibilities are endless. So today, I'm sharing my contenders for who I think could, and should, get their own realms. These picks are based on community requests, Disney classics, modern hits, and even some fun surprises. Remember, these are all my personal opinions. Let's dive right into the list, shall we? Winnie-the-Pooh is easily one of the most requested characters for Disney Dreamlight Valley, and it's no surprise why. The 100 Acre Wood is iconic, cosy, and fits perfectly with the vibe of Dreamlight Valley. Pooh and Tigger as the starting realm characters would bring that comforting warmth that the franchise is loved for, while the realm itself could be a peaceful, forest-filled area where players solve gentle puzzles, gather honey, and help their new friends with simple but charming tasks. A realm revisit could bring even more fan favourites into the mix, like Piglet and Eeyore. Piglet could add that touch of shy sweetness, while Eeyore would bring his classic dry humour to the valley. The 100 Acre Wood realm would feel like home to so many players, making it a must-have. It's not just nostalgia, it's also one of the most highly requested by the community, and I think it's only a matter of time before we'll be sharing a pot of honey with Pooh. Big Hero 6 is one of Disney's most beloved modern films, combining superhero action with heartfelt storytelling. A San Francisco realm would let us interact with Baymax and Hero, two characters who balance science, friendship, and care. Baymax's gentle personality and Hero's inventive energy would be a fun duo to bring into Dreamlight Valley, with quests that could revolve around building new gadgets or helping out villagers with tech-inspired problems. The visual design of San Francisco would also stand out as a realm. The vibrant city meets futurism setting would be incredible in the Dream Castle lineup. And because Big Hero 6 has such a strong cast of characters, a revisit could easily add more members, like Go-Go or Honey Lemon. Baymax alone makes this a worthy contender, but with the whole franchise's popularity, it feels like a natural fit. Turning Red is one of Pixar's more recent success stories, and May's story of growing up while learning to control her red panda form is something that could translate really well into Dreamlight Valley. May and her mother, Ming, would be fantastic realm additions, giving players quests that balance family, responsibility, and maybe even a little chaos with their panda forms. The Toronto setting would be a fun change of pace for a realm, bringing in an urban but cozy vibe with nods to the temple and May's friends. Plus, Turning Red is still very fresh in Disney's lineup, and bringing May into the valley would show that Dreamlight Valley is paying attention to modern favourites as well as classics. With a revisit, maybe we'd even see May's friends or explore deeper parts of the temple. Wreck-It Ralph is practically made for Dreamlight Valley because of how imaginative and game-inspired its world is. Ralph and Fix-It Felix would be the ideal pair to start with, Ralph representing strength and heart, while Felix brings positivity in his iconic Fix-It magic. Their realm could take players right into the arcade, with stages that blend Fix-It Felix's retro cityscapes and Sugar Rush's vibrant racetracks, making it one of the most visually exciting realms yet. Since Vanellope is already part of the valley, a revisit could introduce other fan favourite characters, like Sergeant Callahan for some action-packed quests, or even King Candy / Turbo as a mischievous addition. Wreck-It Ralph is such a cornerstone of Disney's modern animation, and bringing the rest of its cast to the game would add both humour and a nostalgic nod to video game history. Hey, we could even get a reference to Sonic. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of Disney's most exciting live-action franchises, and it would be an incredible fit for Dreamlight Valley. Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones would be the perfect starting duo, Jack bringing his chaotic charm and humour, while Davy Jones adds a menacing, villainous counterbalance. Their realm could be set in Tortuga, the bustling pirate port filled with taverns, treasure maps, and shady deals. Quests could involve helping Jack recover stolen loot, bargaining with eccentric pirates, or dealing with one of Davy Jones' cursed schemes. A revisit could expand the pirate crew even further, introducing Elizabeth Swann and Will Turner to bring even more balance to the cast. Pirates is one of Disney's most successful live-action series, and having Jack Sparrow stumble around your valley would be iconic. With Tortuga as a realm, players would get a perfect mix of adventure, humour, and swashbuckling atmosphere. Atlantis: The Lost Empire is a cult classic, and fans have been asking for Kida and Milo for years. Bringing Atlantis into Dreamlight Valley would open up an entirely different kind of setting, a mysterious, ancient world full of ruins, glowing crystals, and deep lore. Okay, a bit similar to Eternity Isle, but they were left out of that. Kida's strength and wisdom paired with Milo's book-smart enthusiasm would make for a really balanced character duo. The realm could feature puzzles and exploration, something a bit more adventurous compared to some of the other cozier realms. With a revisit, we could see more of the crew from the movie Join the Valley, making Atlantis a rich and rewarding addition. It's a unique Disney film that deserves more love, and this would be a perfect way to give it some spotlight. The Incredibles are almost too perfect for Dreamlight Valley. Starting off with Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl would give players a mix of superhero action and family dynamics. Quests could involve helping them balance saving the day with raising a family, maybe even training with powers or building new superhero gear. The revisit potential here is huge. Dash, Violet, Jack, and maybe even Frozone could all come later, making the valley feel like a true superhero hub. The Incredibles are one of Pixar's most iconic families, and it feels almost inevitable that they'll join the valley eventually. Plus, who wouldn't want to walk around with a superhero suit on? I know I would. Tinkerbell is one of the most requested Disney characters, and her presence in Dreamlight Valley would be pure magic. Starting with Tinkerbell would already be a dream, but adding Silver Mist and Queen Clarion in a revisit would give players even more fairy friends. Pixie Hollow as a realm could be beautiful, full of sparkling flowers, glowing mushrooms, and hidden fairy doors. Fairies bring a special kind of charm that would make the valley feel even more magical. Tinkerbell is such a core part of Disney history, so adding her feels not only natural, but almost overdue. With the variety of fairies to choose from, this realm could have a lot of long-term potential. Plus, for some reason people and Dreamlight Valley really love their Disney fairies. Hercules is another fan favourite Disney film that deserves its time in the spotlight. Starting off with Hercules and Megara, they would give us the perfect hero's charm and heroine's wit, which would already make a fun duo. The realm itself could be Mount Olympus or Phoebe's, giving us a mix of divine and mortal settings to explore. As we already have Hades, a revisit later could give us Pegasus and Phil, rounding out the Hercules support system and giving players even more fun character interactions. Hercules has a mix of comedy, heart, and mythology that would blend really well into Dreamlight Valley, and the fan demand has always been strong. They gave us some of it in Storybook Vale, now give us the rest. The Emperor's New Groove is one of Disney's most comedic films, and its characters are unforgettable. Starting with Kuzco and Yzma would bring tons of humour to Dreamlight Valley. Kuzco's sass and Yzma's over-the-top villain energy would create some of the funniest quests in game. A revisit could add Kronk, who without a doubt would become one of the most beloved villagers in the valley. The realm could take place in Kuzco's palace, complete with secret labs, llamas, and plenty of chaos. The movie has such a strong cult following that it feels like a no-brainer for Dreamlight Valley. Cars might feel tricky because, well, they're cars. But Radiator Springs would be such a fun and unique realm to bring into the Dream Castle. Lightning McQueen and Mater would make a perfect duo, combining racing excitement with Mater's goofy charm. Quests could revolve around building tracks, fixing cars, and even hosting races. The valley would feel instantly more alive with these two driving around, and while cars might not be the first thing that come to people's mind for Dreamlight Valley, it's one of Pixar's biggest franchises, so it feels like a contender that can't be ignored. Radiator Springs would add something that no other realm could or would. The Jungle Book is a Disney classic, and its lush, wild setting would translate beautifully into a realm. Starting with Baloo, Mowgli, and Shere Khan would give players a mix of fun, youth, and danger, the perfect balance. Quests could revolve around survival, gathering food, and facing off against jungle threats. The realm itself would be stunning, filled with vines, rivers, and ancient ruins. Adding the Jungle Book would give the valley a strong dose of classic Disney adventure, and Baloo alone would bring plenty of personality with his bare necessities attitude. Robin Hood has long been a fan favourite, and bringing him into Dreamlight Valley would be magical. Robin and Maid Marian would be a lovely duo to start with, bringing both charm and heart. The realm could take place in Sherwood Forest, where players help Robin outwit the sheriff and fight for the poor. Robin Hood has that nostalgic charm and is still widely loved today, making it an excellent fit for Dreamlight Valley. Plus, who wouldn't want a fox archer living around, taking aim at anything nearby? This one's a bit out of left field, but a Disney Channel realm could be amazing. Starting with Edith Clawthorne, Grunkle Stan, and Hop Pop would open up Dreamlight Valley to modern animated classic TV shows. The realm could be a mashup of their worlds, offering quests full of humour, mystery, and magic. A revisit could expand this even more, adding Kim Possible and Heinz Doofenshmirtz to the valley. Remember, Kim has been mentioned on many surveys. This would give Dreamlight Valley a fun, meta edge that celebrates Disney's TV legacy. It would be unexpected, but also very welcome. And at least it's not Star Wars. Lilo and Stitch already has Stitch in the valley, but adding Lilo, Pumbaa, and Pleakley through a realm would complete this ohana. Their quests could focus on family, surfing, and dealing with aliens, giving players plenty of variety and fun. The Hawaiian setting would also make for one of the most beautiful realms yet, kind of similar to Moana's. A revisit could bring Nani, Gantu, Reuben, and even Angel to the valley, making the Stitch cast one of the most complete in the game. This is one of Disney's most beloved modern classics, and adding Lilo is one of the top community requests. I mean, where is she? Finally, Raya and Sisu from Raya and the Last Dragon would make an epic realm edition. The film is visually stunning, and Kumaradra would translate into a magical, diverse realm setting. Raya's determination and Sisu's playful energy would be a great balance, with quests focused on rebuilding, trust, and community. A revisit could even expand Kumaradra even further with other characters from the film, but Raya and Sisu alone would already be perfect additions. This would also bring fresh representation into Dreamlight Valley, and give players a taste of one of Disney's most recent adventures. And there we have it, Dreamers, my contenders for the last 16 realm doors in the Dream Castle. Each one of these worlds has so much potential to bring in new characters, stories, and magic to Dreamlight Valley. Whether it's exploring the 100 Acre Wood with Pooh and Tigger, uncovering the lost city of Atlantis, or causing chaos with Kuzco and Yzma, the possibilities feel endless. What I love most about Dreamlight Valley is how every update brings us closer to living in a true Disney universe, and these realms would only make that dream even bigger. Let me know in the comments which of these realms you'd want to see the most, or if you have your own predictions for what could fill those last doors. Thanks so much for watching, Dreamers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss more magical Dreamlight Valley content. Until the next time, this is Connor from Connor's Dreamlight Magic, and I'll see you in the valley. Bye!